Hey, what is up guys, it's Hornboy. Now for today's video, we're going to be sort of checking out my idea that I had. You know, the one that I told you that I was going to review sort of ish the games that were free for PlayStation Plus. So today, or the game that we're going to be doing is Destiny 2. And I'm going to show you some gameplay here. And we're going to get right on into it. Okay, now we're gonna start it off with me telling you the reviews for the game. Now I think IGN gave it like an 8.5 out of 10, and Metacritic gave it like 85 too. But the user score for Metacritic was like 4.9, and that's today. That's of September 19th. And when the 85. I think it's true. The 4.9, I don't really think that the game deserves. And now, as reading through Metacritic, why the game was getting a 4.9 for user score. Everyone was sort of complaining about like the story, and the story wasn't good. And that kind of that bugs me a little bit, especially if you're playing a shooter RPG for the story and not for the gameplay. If you want to play a game for the story, play Last of Us or God of War, right? Like, don't play a shooter RPG. Like, that's kind of stupid, right? So I would, yeah, definitely 85 for sure for me. Now, talking about this game, yeah, the story wasn't the best, but if you play a game, especially Destiny 2, just for the story, you're missing out on practically the whole game, because in this game, the game doesn't really start until you beat the game, which doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't really start until you beat it. And you get more missions, and you get to change your ships and stuff, and your spikes, I think they're called. Those little, like, kind of rider things you can ride around the map with. You can't really change those until, you beat the story. And then, you can do these things, and, you get more loot and all that, and really truly the game does not start until you beat the game. And I kind of like that, because when you see IGN sort of rated how they rated Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, both games had 10 out of 10. You heard them. They're like, oh my gosh, the story was great, and there's a lot of after game content, right? So sort of what like Destiny has, but of course the story kind of was lacking, so that's why I didn't get 10 out of 10 from them. And that's so true. But they talk about in Super Mario Odyssey how, like, when you beat the game, you get those like cubes thingies. You get those cubes, and then after you beat the game, you can go all to the worlds or kingdoms really, and you collect them after you beat the game. In Legend of Zelda, how there's so much things after to do after once you beat the game, like those side quests, and all the other things you can do. Like, it's such a wide list. Oh, that was a horrible voice crack, but it's such a wide list that you can keep playing the game after you beat the story. And that's what you can do with Destiny 2. After you beat the story, you could keep playing the game. The gameplay you're watching right now is me playing after the game and still having as much fun as I did while I was playing the story, right? Which, well, actually more, because the story was, again, kind of boring. So if you're a story person, I guess you wouldn't get it. But if you're more or less a gameplay person, you could play it. But I'm having, more fun, and then, doing the missions that are actually, like, way cooler than the story missions. Okay, the after game missions are way better than the story mode missions. They're just harder, and there's unique bosses and stuff like that, and it's a lot more fun to play. So what I'm saying is, if you want to play Destiny 2 for the story, it's not gonna be worth it for you. But if you want to play Destiny 2 because you maybe play Division and you like the shooter RPG aspect, or you play Destiny 1, definitely get the game. It's worth picking up. It's just get it anyways, especially because maybe in the future, you run out of games to play and you just want a new game to play, and you can go in your library and you have Destiny 2 there, and you can download Destiny 2. You don't necessarily have to play Destiny 2 now. and that's what's so cool about it, right? So you don't have to play it now. Remember, you can get it later, but I would say for the general audience, it's worth picking up. But if you're some Last of Us fanboy, you're really gonna just crap on this game. And it's also a game you sort of have to play to understand, play to have fun. It's not one of those games you could just look at and be like, that's a horrible game. It's a game that you gotta play it, and it's a good game, because I know people who haven't even played the game and they're just like, oh, it's the worst game of 2017, and I'm like, have you even played the game, especially like after the game? And they didn't even play the game. So like, why am I gonna listen to what they said? They haven't even played the game. They're just listening to the Metacritic user score, which I kind of think is a bit whack, right? And he or she, whatever, he was a Last of Us fanboy, and he was complaining about the story, which is kind of what I'm trying to talk about. Not a story game, gameplay game. It's like H1Z1 Battle Royale, okay? Like, that's a horrible example. That's a bad example. Minecraft story mode, okay? That's a game you play for the story. It's in the name, right? You play Minecraft for the gameplay. You want a story? You play Minecraft story mode. You want a game? Play Minecraft. That's a better example, okay? That's what I'm trying to get at here. You probably think that Destiny 2 is bad, and you're not gonna play it. You might not play it if you're a story dude, but oh my god, play it. You know what we could do? Honestly, maybe if some of you download, if you have a PlayStation 4, if you download Destiny 2, maybe, I could probably friend you on PlayStation or something, and we can get in a party, and we could play Destiny 2 and chill, maybe live stream it or something. Who knows? But maybe we could do that or something. Who knows? So that's sort of what I was thinking. Maybe we possibly could do, because it's just one of those like multiplayer games you can play together, and have more fun and mess around. So Keto 47, if you've made it this far and you have a pedo 40, what was I gonna say? A pedo S4? A PS4, not a pedo. None of you guys are pedos. I'm not a pedo. But if you have a PS4, yeah, comment down below. Maybe we can play it. We can organize something. We can chill. So, overall, get it. I would give it 85. Just like IGN and Metacritic. So, that's it for this video. I kind of rambled a bit because I was that story thing really bugs me, but thank you guys for watching. Please like the video. God of War 3 Remastered, I'm close to done, so like the game, so the video will be coming soon. And I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, because we can have a bigger family, and maybe you can play Destiny 2 with me if you get it. So I will see you guys. Next video is going to be God of War 3 Remastered. I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.